You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney theme parks podcast, and this is show number 289 for Sunday the 15th of December 2019.
Where dreams begin.
Hello and welcome to the Disney Dream Girls. My name is Michelle Young, and together with my good friend Jane Phipps, we are your guides to the place where dreams begin. Hello there, Janie.
Hello there, Michelle, and how are we doing?
Doing okay, plodding on.
Cool.
I put my big girl pants on and went to work. So, plodding along. Funeral's on the 16th, so that's tomorrow, so I've got to get through that. So, I'm just putting things together and thinking about a eulogy and what I want to say and organising things on behalf of my brother because my brother's away at the moment and he doesn't get back till the weekend. So, it's all, you know, quite a lot of paperwork and that sort of thing. And then something happens and I get emotional, like, oh my God, going to Asda last week. Oh no. I went in to get a Christmas card for Tom and I thought, really simple, go get a Christmas card, go back home. And then I saw the perfect card for my dad. I always get him one that sounds like it's from a 3-year-old. You know, really. To my daddy at Christmas, we used to make snowmen together. We used to do this together, and it was like, oh. And I just couldn't stop for 5 hours. It was.
Oh, bless you.
But I'm having a good day today, so
good.
Grounded. We've just talked off air about the song we're going to use in the service, so I'm happy with that. And I've been doing positive things.
Yeah, I've been keeping track of what you've been up to.
Yeah, well, I decided my dad was the most generous person ever. He really was. Like, he came on a school trip with me when I was about 5 or 6, and the teacher gave him a group of young boys because they never got male helpers to go on trips. It was always the mums. And they gave him this group of really challenging boys. And my dad had a whale of a time. He took them to the chippy and he bought them a bag of chips. They played football on the beach. And I was the most popular girl in school for ages because they all thought my dad was amazing. And that's Dad. So I thought, well, what can I do in his memory? So I thought about this 12 days of random acts of kindness.
Yeah.
So day 1, I gave away some money to the big issue seller.
Yes.
That was nice. Day 2, I ran after this woman in the supermarket car park with a bunch of flowers and said, can I give you these? And she just looked at me like I was off a different planet. But when I explained, she said, oh, can I give you a hug? So that was nice. What else have I done? I made I did a giveaway on the podcast page. I gave away a little Mickey plush, and that's on its way with some lovely English candy. So that's in the post. So I've remembered about the Disney Dream Girls family as well. I made a cushion for a boy in my class. He can sit on that. Bought a coffee. Made up, this is another one of my favourites. I made up 15 goodie bags of like English candy and favourite sweets, and I'm going to take them into the park when I'm there at Christmas and give them out to cast members.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Literally sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, I've really enjoyed doing this because it's reminded me that Christmas also is a time of giving and not receiving. So it's made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside doing all these really nice caring things for other people. So
yeah, I think it's kind of very prominent at this time of year and in your circumstances, but I think sometimes we all should just take a little bit of a moment and say that element of being able to put a smile on somebody's face is actually worth an awful lot more than any gifts coming back the other way, isn't it?
Yeah, so if any of our listeners want to do a random act of Disney kindness, please let us know about it. We'd love to share it because, you know, I've been a recipient of people being kind in a theme park, and whether it's just something silly like when you used to be able to give out a fast pass back in the day, or, you know, a free voucher for someone to go and get a cookie, it makes a difference and it's a few dollars.
Yeah. It's pennies, isn't it? Yeah.
So I've done that. What about yourself?
Oh, I'm just very busy. I was it's my birthday at the beginning of the week, so I had a weekend away down in London. I was being very rock and roll, going to a concert at Brixton Academy for my favouriteest band ever called White Lies. So I was a very happy bunny over the weekend. We did think it was quite funny actually because there was Simon and I rocking out, getting beer thrown all over us, having a whale of a time, and our kids were at home making cookies. I think we've got it the wrong way round. I think we should be at the point where we're sitting home making cookies, shouldn't we? And the kids should be going out gallivanting and raising a riot. But yeah, it
No.
was Simon and I that were doing it. So we are your quintessential getting old disgracefully at the moment and enjoying every minute of it.
That is how it should perfectly be. It really, really should, my lovely. Because there's nothing worse than, thinking about, oh, what shall I do tonight? Shall I watch this TV programme? Shall I watch that? Go out and do something that puts a
Yeah.
big smile on your chops.
Well, that old adage of life is too short and all that, isn't it? And I had
Yeah.
a very big smile on my chops for quite a few days because this is my ultimate favourite band ever. And I got to meet them back in February, and I got my photo taken with them and everything. So this was like a double treat for me. So I've seen them twice in 1 year. So I'm a very happy lady, and it was my birthday weekend as well. So it was just like it was the perfect little weekend for me.
And I gather the Disney Santa came and visited with some birthday gifts.
I did get quite a lot of Disney. Yes, thank you. But yes, I got Disney and I got dark chocolate. My two pleasures in life. I'm very simple. I'm very easy to buy for. I must be the easiest person to buy for. I've got a Disney jigsaw. I've got little Snow White earrings. I got a lovely villain's dress from Disney Store from my lovely hubby. Yes, I was very spoiled and very Disneyfied and very dark chocolateified. So one happy Janie.
Yay! And that's how it should be, my lovely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be talking about one or two little things that we would like about Christmas a little bit later on the show, but we do have some Christmas news that we're going to serve up. And I am so excited for all our friends that are going over to Walt Disney World because they've now started taking bookings from December the 26th onward. The Beaches and Cream!
Yay!
It's going to be back, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, it's going to be amazing. Have you seen the concept art that they've put out?
I haven't actually, no.
Ooh, let me get the concept art in front of me. I must admit, the big problem with Beaches and Cream is when
Yeah.
I've been before and there's been more than 2 or 3 of you, you've been a little bit squished because one year there was a group of 6 of us and we couldn't quite all fit into the booth.
Yeah, it's a bit snug and cosy.
Now, obviously, this is a much bigger space now, and it looks like the tables are a lot more adaptable because there's seatings for groups of 6 or more. So your party sizes are going to be a lot more easily accessible.
Right.
And it still has the same vibe, as the same sort of feel as the place used to have, but it's just got a little bit more of a pizzazzy modern twist on it, if you like.
Okay.
So it's still got the little balls, to
Oh, yeah,
represent
yeah.
the beach ball. And they've got these beautiful sphere, wonderful chandeliers dangling down. And it just seems to be a subtler version of what it was before.
Oh, okay.
But it's still got the brights of the nice sage green and the orangey red. It looks beautiful. A sophisticated version of what it was.
A zhuzhed up version.
Zhuzhed up. I like that. Zhuzhed up.
Zhuzhy. Yeah.
So, and of course, whilst the interior is going to have that nice, colourful transformation, they've also started offering a few nice little yummies.
Oh, we've got some new treats.
There's a new dessert.
Oh, okay.
Cookie fries.
Cookie fries.
Yes. It comes
Okay.
with a marshmallow cream, chocolate, caramel and strawberry dipping sauces. And for those of you who are following a vegan lifestyle, they are plant-based.
Oh, okay.
So my daughter Bryony would be happy as Larry because she is a vegan. And there is a few other options on the menu. There's going to be a plant-based burger, so you can go there, plant-based mayonnaise. So she's going to be happy if she ever wants to go to Walt Disney World.
Cool.
So, yeah, very excited about that. And I am looking forward to some of our lovely listeners who are going over there, getting an ADR, and then reporting back with some pickies about these new offerings.
Yeah, we want to know whether it's living up to the hype, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, I hope it does, because it does look great. The menu looks exciting. This is one for you, Jane. A seared salmon fillet sandwich with bacon aioli, lettuce, tomato. Forget the bun.
Yeah.
Yummy, yummy.
Nice bit of salmon and bacon.
Yeah.
Not a combination I'd have thought of, actually. I'm intrigued by that now, yeah.
It's going to be the rage everywhere. So, very exciting stuff.
Very.
Let's hop on over to Disneyland.
Okay, what's cracking off over there?
Well, we know that Walt Disney World and Disneyland Imagineers are very creative with some of their titles.
Okay.
You know, we've got the initials of certain attractions that might raise an eyebrow or two in certain conservative circles. They've now gone and done it. They have only gone and brought out a parade that when you say the title, you immediately think to a particular T-shirt that was the rage in the 80s.
Go on.
The new parade that is going to debut at Disneyland Park February 28th, 2020 is called Magic Happens.
Yeah, it is quite cheesy, actually, isn't it?
Just a bit.
Yeah.
And we knew about the name all the way back last year, but I don't think it had sort of hit me. But it's going to have some brilliant music. There's going to be some absolutely amazing floats. Like there is a brilliant Frozen one. There's a Moana one. Oh, it's going to be so good. There's Coco. So they're bringing in a lot of the newer ones, but not forgetting their classic roots as well. Because there's going to be Sleeping Beauty with the trio of fairies. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. The concept art, as I say, is going to be on our website, DisneyDreamGirls.com. Take a little peek and wow. I'm so excited, but it's going to be there and I'm going to see it next July and August. So I'm so giddy.
Do you know what gets me a little bit excited about this? Because I'm a big fan of Todrick Hall, and he's done the musical score and the song for it. So that's got my vote.
But it's a daytime parade.
Yeah.
I want a nighttime parade at Walt Disney World.
Well, yeah, come on. It's been a while now, hasn't it?
It's been too long, and I don't even care if it's Main Street Electrical Parade .30910 for the next time it's been resurrected from the dead parade. I want a parade.
It's funny, actually. On a slight little side note, we've been busy getting our Christmas concert ready at preschool, and Molly, bless her, came down and she put some music together for us, and we wanted some music that was just evocative of traditional nursery rhymes, because we'd made up our own lyrics to some nursery rhyme tunes. So Molly got her, I don't know, garage band on a Mac, messing about playing, and she literally was creating what can only be described as a combination of Spectra Magic and Main Street Electrical Parade. Me and Molly were in fits laughing because we thought it was hilarious. Nobody else in the room got what we were laughing at, but we were having a whale of a time trying to make up our own little versions of all the tunes. So I do miss it big time.
Yeah. Well, earlier on in the week we were having a little bit of a reminisce because the lovely Anthony Markham has been on his wonderful jollies over in Walt Disney World, and he sent me a picture that set my mouth a-drooling.
Ooh, more food, Michelle.
Yeah. Gingerbread caramel cookie sandwich.
Sounds very seasonal.
It sounds sensational. And I posted it on the Facebook page and I sort of said to people, what would you be doing if you were in a theme park, whether it's Disneyland, Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, Tokyo, whatever? And Mindy Usry said, ooh, I'd be having the hot cocoa flight that they have at Hollywood Studios. I must admit, when the temperature gets a bit cold on a night, a hot chocolate.
It is kind of appropriate, I think is the word.
Yeah. Our lovely friend Eric Warren said he'd just be going around World Showcase, going in and finding out about the different holiday customs of the world at Epcot.
Okay, yeah.
And to be honest, that is an absolute fantastic thing to do, because there are so many different ways people celebrate at this time of year.
Yeah, we do forget, don't we, that, not everybody is snow and jingle bells.
Yeah, true. Our friend Angie, though, I think she's been thinking about this for quite a while with what she said.
Oh, okay.
She'd be at Animal Kingdom.
Right.
She'd be sat next to the lake.
Okay.
Near Flame Tree Barbecue.
Right.
With a coffee and some pulled pork fries.
Yeah, she's not thought about that at all, has she?
Oh, I can just sit there next to her and cuddle up and just chillax.
Yeah.
Now, Paul Tawaniki, he's gone over for the bling, bling, bling lights at It's a Small World in Disneyland with a hot beverage and a churro.
A lot of kind of almost people watching vibe going on. It's that element of like, find your spot, have food, have a drink, everybody's sorted.
Absolutely. Although there is one person who had to go a little bit OTT.
Okay.
Catherine Hall Wong was actually in Disneyland when she posted.
That's not fair, but yeah, go on.
Well, everybody gets the turn to go to Disney, I suppose. And basically they were going to buy her hubby a lightsaber.
Ooh, yeah.
And he ended up getting the Osaka Tano one. And it's
Okay.
a Christmas present to him.
They are nice ones, actually. Those Hakatanos are very nice. Yeah.
Whereas on the other coast, Linda Walker was waiting in line, literally as she typed, to meet Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, fab meet and greet.
Yeah. Karen Henderson said if she was at Disneyland, she'd be getting a peppermint ice cream. Oh, yeah.
Your fave?
Yeah, sitting out by Jolly Holiday, people watching, maybe a little bit of Ragtime Ralph, maybe a little bit of Dapper Dans, and just soaking it all in.
Yeah.
Oh. Another one that was actually there, Susan Kelly, enjoying Disneyland, looking at the castle.
Simple pleasures.
Last but not least, our lovely friend Laura Gregory says depending on the coast, but she'd just be on the People Mover or in Disneyland on the filling her face with a yummy Matterhorn macaron.
Like I said, it's simple pleasures. We're very easily pleased, aren't we, as Disney fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, moving on from this, I came up with an idea that I'd like to share with everybody, and we were thinking about, well, what can we talk about on the show this week? It's got to be something Christmassy, and I thought about one of my favourite Christmas carols, which annoys the bejeebies out of me.
It's a favourite but annoying at the same time.
Well, it just goes on forever. It never stops.
Yeah, it's the repeats. I think there's the problem with this. If you didn't have to repeat it every time, it'd be all right.
It's nearly as annoying as There's a Hole in My Bucket, Dear Eliza, Dear Eliza. That's how annoying this is. But anyway, so we sort of kind of thought about the 12 days of Christmas and what we would like to buy or to have on the 12 days of Christmas if we were to ramp it up Disney style. So
Okay.
for each day, we thought of things, and we started off with, something that had cost very little. And I think by the time we got to day 12, we got a bit giddy, didn't we?
Yeah, I think imagination may have run away with us a little bit.
Yeah. And it'd be interesting to know, guys, what your 12 days of Christmas would involve. So please do share that on our Facebook page. We'd love to know what you would do. So, on the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a baby Yoda for my friend Sean.
Please tell me we're not singing this all the way through.
No, I think that's it for singing now. Because
Goodness for that.
I just thought, my friend Sean, he's got a daughter called Isabel, and she's nuts about Baby Yoda. Absolutely nuts. And he was showing me this morning on his phone all the listings on eBay that people have hand crocheted wonky-eyed Yodas and whatever.
Yeah.
So it is one thing that I will actually be buying while I'm there for Sean is a little baby Yoda. And yeah. What
Yeah,
about yourself?
Well, I wanted the Baby Yoda
Oh.
because it is cute.
So that means I'm buying
so
two.
cute.
I'm just going to bring a suitcase
Potentially.
full of baby
Well,
Yodas.
I think you might be on to winner there, Michelle, to be fair. So I thought, well, I can't have the Baby Yoda. So when I was shopping on my birthday, I found some little reindeer Mickey ears in the Disney store over here in the UK. So that's what I'd like for my first day of Christmas. I didn't buy them because I've already got a Mickey hat that lights up, and I thought perhaps having two Christmassy things would be a little bit, OTT. So yeah, new reindeer Mickey ears, please.
Perfect. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Go on, Jane.
Well, mine kind of ties into yours a little bit.
Okay, shall I do mine then?
So, possibly.
I've put a serenade from the Cadaver Dans, as every time I've done Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, I've missed them.
Yeah, you see, and my version of the second day of Christmas is just to attend a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, because I've not done one and I want to do one. And I'll stamp and get a strop on if but no. So I figure I'll attend, because I'll then by default be there with you, and then I can take advantage of your second day as well.
Perfect. I can see a lot of our days mashing up.
Potentially, yes.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Right. Go with me on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I love going to the water parks and going in the rubber ring and just floating around on the lazy river.
Yeah.
And at Blizzard Beach this year, I absolutely adored the wave pool, because you can go on a rubber ring, and Tom sort of steadied me, but I was still bobbing up and down in the swell, and it was amazing. It was so relaxing. I could have literally stayed there all day. But his tummy monster started growling and we had to go and feed him. So I would like, on the third day of Christmas, to have a float or a walk around It's a Small World in a rubber ring with no one else, no boats, no nothing. But in my hand I want the obligatory peppermint ice cream from the Gibson Girl ice cream parlour.
Now, can I just say, for a third day request, that's pretty high going, really.
No, I'm sure Disney won't mind emptying out the attraction, getting rid of all the boats.
Just for little old Michelle.
Yeah, it's never going to happen, is it, love?
No.
No. Well, maybe some of the other ones could happen instead of that one, but we'll see. But I could maybe achieve it because I could actually wait in the queue with the peppermint ice cream and then go on the attraction.
Yeah. I think that's probably about as close as you're going to get.
I can pretend I'm in a rubber ring and just lay down on the floor of the boat.
Well, what you could do is you could always wear a rubber ring when you get on the boat, and then that way you'd have a whole row to yourself, wouldn't you?
Oh, that sounds good.
You know.
What's
So
your
you're
third?
almost doing it. Oh, well, mine's a simple one, because I thought, well, you're picking a ride, so I thought, well, I'll pick a ride as well. And I've just very simply picked, I need to ride the Seven Dwarfs because I've not rode it. So this is when you're trying to think of things that, that are a bit different, or something that you've not done, and it's like, because I've not been for such a while, it's like, oh, I've not done that and I've not done that. So yeah, Seven Dwarfs, please, because I need to ride it because it's been too long. And I've
What
not.
would you prefer your first ride to be, daytime or nighttime?
I don't care. I just need to ride it.
Okay, you've got to do both, so that's an easy question.
Well, yeah, obviously, probably daytime first, to be fair.
Yeah, and if you can time it right with fireworks in the background, it's even better.
Well, that's three times I've got to ride it then, isn't it?
Well, no, because the nighttime one could be at the firework time if you plan your ADR right.
No, I need to ride it 3 times, Michelle. None of this doubling up on things. No, 3 different times, please.
Okay, we'll make it happen.
Okay.
On the 4th day of Christmas, I'm going to go to the Arabas Brothers store, and I'd like to have a go at blowing my own Christmas glass bauble.
Oh. Haven't you done some glass baubles before?
I did it up at the Glass Museum up in Sunderland, and it was really good. And we created something that actually looked like a glass bauble, a glass ornament. So I'd like to do it in Disneyland.
That's cute.
Yeah, maybe that should have been a little bit before the rubber ring on It's a Small World.
Potentially, maybe.
Yeah. What are you doing, love?
Well, I'm going to keep doing something creative, and I'm going to go to Amorette's and do their cake decorating thingamajiggy,
Ooh, yes,
and make
please.
and make my own little Mickey Mouse cake.
It's not a little cake, though. It's a big
Well,
one.
no, it's quite big actually, isn't it? I should probably make a mess of it because I'm not very artistic at all. But I figure it's only a bit of icing, isn't it?
Well,
It can't it
I'm
can't
sure
go
you'll
wrong.
have Simon sat next to you, and
No,
he
no,
will, yeah.
no, because he will shame me because his will be perfect. And this is just for me. This is my 12 days of Christmas, nobody else's. Thank you very much. I'll do it on my own, and then I can be happy with what I've created, and I won't be comparing it to anybody else's.
All right, all right. The fifth day, I'm
Right.
thinking about something I wanted to do this trip, but I couldn't get a reservation. I'm a bit secretly gutted.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to do the afternoon tea at Steakhouse 55.
Well, there's always, I suppose, a chance. You never know. You could,
I'm checking. I'm checking every day to see if there's any cancellations because I did book it the other year when Tom and I went for Christmas Day and we ended up cancelling it. So yeah, people will cancel. So fingers crossed.
just keep your eyes peeled.
Absolutely. What about you, love?
Well, I'm kind of sticking with the obviously it should be 5 gold rings, but I'm not doing rings. Well, I am kind of, but not rings. Yeah, so I'm sticking with something gold, and I'd actually really like. I know it's a bit not everybody's a fan of them, but the Alex and Annie bangle bracelets. So a bit of jewellery. I'm thinking I could have 5 gold ones, couldn't I?
But not Alex and Annie.
I knew you were going to say that, but see, I've never had one, so
You're not missing anything. No, I shouldn't be negative about them. I just found it a little bit annoying that I spent quite a lot of money on them, and they're now pushing $50,
mm.
and it scratched and it
Oh,
tarnished.
mm.
And for me, for jewellery, for something like that, for that sort of price point, I'd like a little bit more longevity. Whereas
Mm.
the elasticated Mickey head one, that with the little coloured gems in that you've got and I've got, that was
Mm.
about $22, and that was a lot longer lasting.
Yeah, true.
But they don't do
But,
them
but
anymore.
no, which is really annoying because all mine keep breaking on me now. But yeah, but something gold, something round, and something Disneyfied. There you go.
Perfect. Well, for the sixth day, I'm staying with jewellery.
Oh, okay.
There's a woman I stalk on Facebook, and she makes the most amazing stackable rings.
Right.
And you can get a custom from her, and they're not ridiculously expensive. So I would like a stacking trio of rings with some kind of very subtle hidden Mickey design.
All right. Yeah. No, I can't. Like the sound of that.
I've chosen three, one for each child. I like symbolism.
Hmm.
And I've looked at the Disney ones, and I don't really like. They're just not singing to me.
Hmm.
So I'll get one of my own made.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I'm making something.
Ooh, come on.
I'm going to Galaxy's Edge.
What are you making?
I want a lightsaber and I want my own little R2D2 droid.
So you're going to do a double biller?
Oh God, yeah, yeah. Well, Simon's making his own R2D2 because that's just what he does. I ain't got the patience for that.
He's making a full-size R2D2.
Yeah. Did you not know that? Yes, he's
No.
making. Yeah. Not one that's going to move around. I don't think it's kind of more of a model, but it is going to be full size. I kind of like it to be like a drinks thing. But anyway, we're getting off point. So yeah, so he's making that 3D printing it piece by piece, and it's taking up my hall and my kitchen work surface and everywhere else. But I figure I'll go to Galaxy's Edge. I'll get my lightsaber, and then I'll get my own little droid, and then it'll be done before his is done because it's only tiny.
Oh, perfect.
And I can have the colour scheme that I want, so it'd have to be purple. But, not that I've thought about it at all.
No.
No.
Oh, decided to add it to a new Star Wars themed tattoo sleeve.
Oh, don't even talk about that, because both Molly and I have got the itch for tattooing again, so that's a whole other conversation. Move on, Shell, move on.
Okay, let's go to the seventh day. What are you doing with that?
On my seventh day, I kind of went a little bit OCT.
Really?
Well, when you write something down, and then when you look back at what you've actually wrote, you're thinking, yeah, I put to attend all the, and this is in air quotes, special events at Walt Disney World, right?
Hmm.
So I put, for example, food and wine, flower and garden, etc. And then went, okay, maybe not all of them because that would actually involve a year-long visit to Walt Disney World, and that might be a little bit excessive.
Well, I
Because
don't know.
I suddenly start thinking, when you say all those special events that I've not had chance to experience,
Hmm.
and you just initially a couple come to mind, don't they?
Hmm.
And then you start thinking, and then you realise just how many of these blooming things they actually have on now. And it's like you could literally go from one to another, couldn't you? And just be there for a whole year. But I thought a whole year vacation to Disney World at day 7 might be a little bit OTC. So I think I need
Just
to rein myself in a little
tad.
bit. So,
Okay.
What about you, Michelle?
Well, I didn't go as grandiose as a year at Walt Disney World, I will be honest. I would like to have the chef table experience at Victoria and Albert's.
It might cost about just as much though, love.
Well, I think you can do it with wine pairing and tip and maybe the Wagyu beef experience and a few other bits and pieces they add on. Roughly about $1,200.
Oh, well, me and you together, that's 2.5, we'll be fine.
Yeah. But when you think about it, when you say $1,200, it's like, what could I buy for $1,200? It's literally a flight to the States.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
lot of money for a meal.
yeah. But obviously, we are now at the point in our 12 days when things are getting a little silly.
Yeah, you haven't seen number 8 then, obviously.
Well, I might have done, Michelle, because I think you might be taking me with you.
Am I?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Right, so when I was growing up, I used to watch a lot of rubbish telly.
That's all there was on, Michelle. We had no choice. Oh, bless you.
I had a thing about Tom Selleck at the time. I'm not kidding you. And it was just like, oh my word. And obviously Hawaii is just like Magnum PI.
Obviously. Of course it
So
is, Michelle.
yeah, it's all like that. So basically, for my 8th day, I want to go to Alani. I want to go look at volcanoes. I want to have an evening at a luau. I want to eat pineapple. I want to eat Dole Whip. And I want to buy all the Gelatoni Duffy type merch that you can buy there too.
And do you want a Tom Selleck lookalike to join you?
I'm a married woman. You can't be saying things like that.
Well, I just wondered that if that's where it was going to go.
No.
Okay.
Don't tell Tom. Shh.
Well, that's all right. Look, Tom isn't coming with you because for my 8th day, I'm coming with you. Okay. So we're making it a girls only vacay.
Okay.
So I'm thinking cocktails, spa time, luau's, Tom Selleck lookalikes, the whole works. I can see you and I in a grass skirt, look, kicking it out.
Perfect. Yeah. Not stereotyping Hawaii
No.
at all. Let's get more sensible now. Let's get our feet back on the ground because Tom Selleck is not going to take us to Alani.
Is he not?
No.
That's just downright mean of him.
I know. So let's go to the 9th day of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want?
Well, I'm going to go to Disneyland.
Yay!
And I'm going to stay in the Disneyland Hotel because I've never stayed in any Disneyland hotel at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get to visit all the bits that I haven't done because I haven't been there since 2010.
Wow.
That's nearly 10 years now, isn't it? I've not seen Cars Land, I've not seen World of Colour, and of course I need to experience Galaxy's Edge, and I'm going to get it one way or the other, whether it's that coast, the other coast, or both coasts. I don't care. I'm doing it at some point or other.
Perfect. I'm going on this trip with you because I am desperate to stay at the Disneyland Hotel because I want some monorail slide fun.
Okay.
So I can see myself with a little cabana
Mm-hmm.
and somebody coming and getting me beverages from Tongaroa Terrace, and I can have some nice food and I can go in the pool, and I'm so excited. And then maybe I could go over and stay at the Grand Californian because who doesn't want direct theme park entry from your hotel to DCA?
Well, of course, who doesn't? We all do.
Absolutely. And I'm the same. I've not stayed in a Disney hotel over in Disneyland. It's something I've not done. I'm keeping fingers crossed I may get one night next year if the gods in the bank account allow it, because yeah, I've got to do it. So yay. On the 10th day of Christmas, I'm going on a Disney cruise ship. Now, I've done the Western Caribbean, so I'm being a little bit greedy here because I want to do a back-to-back where you do the East and the West all together on a ship, 14 days. Let's just get ridiculous. Let's go concierge and let's have a suite.
And let's make it for me and you together.
Well, we're in a suite. We can both have a bedroom each and we can just have a great time.
Well, I just thought, I saw this, you'd picked this for your 10th. I thought, you know what? I've never done any cruise whatsoever.
Oh,
and I'm a little bit freaked out by cruising, if I'm honest, because I don't appreciate the enormity of these. I was going to say boats. They're not boats, obviously. These ships. So in my little old head, because I've never done a cruise, I'm like, how can you spend that length of time on a boat? Because it's going to get boring. And I appreciate that's not the case. So I figure that if I'm going to go on a cruise, then I don't need to be faffing about with any other little piffling little company. I might as well go whole hog and go on a Disney cruise. And then because I know that you've done Disney cruises before, then I need to go with you so that you can explain it all to me and make sure that I get the best out of it.
Yeah, it's basically eat everything.
Yeah.
See everything. Do everything. Meet everyone.
Yeah. And I need you to hold my hand, you see, so there you go.
And we can do the Castaway Cay 5K together.
Slowly.
Very.
Yeah. Stroll it.
Stroll it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the 11th day.
11th day, okay.
I'm doing a split stay in Walt Disney World, staying between Wilderness Lodge for Christmas, because I think the Christmas decorations they have applied at Wilderness Lodge this year are sensational. I'd love to stay in Copper Creek because the theming there is amazing. I love the fact you can go on the watercraft or use the boats to get to the Magic Kingdom. It's just so relaxing and peaceful. There's a beautiful pool, there's wonderful places to eat. And then for Christmas, it's got to be all about Bay Lake Tower for that theme park walk into the Magic Kingdom. So that's me. Split stay over Christmas. Yes, please.
Well, I'm kind of going the same. Not specifically at Christmas though, but I'm plumping for a deluxe resort stay. So I was kind of thinking about it because for those who know that I have stayed at Wilderness Lodge before, but it was kind of a fluke. I hadn't booked it. It was we got bumped up, and it was very amazing and lovely. So then I thought, you know what, it would be so nice just to book a nice deluxe resort. And I was like and ahhing, and I thought, where actually would I want to go? And I've come to the conclusion it's the Poly. Mainly because it has to be a Magic Kingdom resort, because Magic Kingdom is my fave, and I do love the location. I love the fact that, you know, within lickety split, I can be in the MK in my happy place. So obviously I'm going to go top level, you know, all the trimmings, all the service. I am going to be, you know, that resort guest that has everything done for them. I'm going to whack me wonga out. Sorry, that's a very British expression. My dosh. And I'm going to like throw it all around and get everything that I actually need. And I'm going to make it a stay for as long as I possibly can, because I figured that I've got that many bits and bobs that I haven't done that have been open since I was last there, that I've obviously got to make up for all the time that I've missed. So it's going to be an extended stay, top level, all expenses, and stay as long as I need to. I could be there a while, but hey.
They'll be ejecting you.
No, I've got money. They'll be fine.
Well, yeah, true. Disney don't eject people with money.
Mind you, can I just point out, I've got no idea where this money is coming from.
No, me neither.
But obviously this is Fantasyland we're living in at the moment, isn't it?
Absolutely, Jane. So the 12th day is, to me, the absolute pinnacle of as a Disney fan, what I would love to do. And it's the Far East experience.
Okay.
So Shanghai, Tokyo, Hong Kong, triple trip.
All three, right.
All the parks, all the fun. It's going to be a month-long trip so that I can see the culture of these places as well, get to experience loads of things, and that has got to be the top-hitting thing for me to do.
Well, I've kind of opted for something similar, but I am going that way, but I've just said Tokyo. I'm not quite sure why I've only just said Tokyo, but yeah, I have just opted for the Tokyo. I mean, I'm very jealous because Sam went there a number of years ago with work, and I know how much he loved going there. I know how much he loves the country and seeing the country as a whole, Japan as a whole, and going out and visiting the temples and one thing another. So, and we do have a friend who lives out there, Nana, who happens to work for the Walt Disney Company. She's involved with the Zooms and the games and things like that. So I'll be going, hi Nana, come and show me where we need to go. Can you get me into places that I wouldn't already be able to get into, and just experience Tokyo for itself as well as the Disney side of Tokyo as well.
Sounds a dream. So guys, we're asking you, what would you do for your 12 days of Christmas countdown? What would you do? Where would you go? What would you buy? How'd you spell those dollars?
Are you as mad as me and Michelle?
We've obviously thought long and hard about this because we've never anything else better to do.
Oh, and that just makes us sound sad though, Michelle, now.
Well, no, because I think the big thing for me about Disney is I'm not always there. I don't have the luxury of living next door to the theme park. So a lot of the fun I have is the planning, the preparation and the daydreaming.
Absolutely. Now, I'm with you 110% there. And I think sometimes because we're not going, every weekend or every other weekend or whatever, we do have an appreciation for it, and it does make you want to go more and look forward to going more as well.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're going to finish off the show just there. If you are one of our Patreon supporters, we would like to express our thanks for you supporting us. We have been showcasing throughout December the wonderful live audio of the Christmas shows. I hope you've been enjoying that. You will also be getting a additional show for Jane and myself, talking a little bit about some of the Christmas Disney movies that we love and sharing some comments and feedback from you guys, our listeners. If you want to be part of that, go over to patreon.com/Disney Dream Girls to find out a little bit more. You can also catch us on Twitter and Instagram at DisDreamGirls. Facebook is just Disney Dream Girls. And if you want to join the family, Disney Dream Girls podcast family, you just have a couple of questions to answer, follow by our rules, and you'll be welcomed with open arms. Anyway, until next time, it's a goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me.